View the following program in its entirety with Xfinity On Demand by selecting Get Local and choosing All HS Sports. For Xfinity X1 customers, scroll over to Xfinity Services and select Get Local.
You're watching the Comcast Network. CN100, Chicago.
Lincoln Way East is number 1 in the state, number 5 in the Midwest. We have never beaten them on their home field. Coach Vonar is a buddy of mine. Wasn't always that way. Just we've come to like each other over the years after you've gone at it for so long.
Through the years, John and I have become we're tremendous competitors. One day a year, but 364 other days I root like heck for them. That group they got this year is special. Offensively, they're as explosive as anybody we've seen.
I think our short passing game to assist us with moving the chains. They're going to load up the box and stop our run, try to stop our run. And, the short passing game is going to be a key to the game. Us not turning the ball over and special teams, of course.
I really think the key is going to be for us not to let them limit our offensive possessions. We've got to get our offense, their touches and their possessions. If they grind out first downs and keep our offense off the field, it's going to be a long night for us.
It's going to be a tremendous challenge for our program. It's a machine they got going over there, and they do a great job with it, and it's a hats off to them.
We welcome you to Frankfurt for the final game of the regular season for these two Southwest Suburban Conference playoff powers. The unbeaten and number 1 ranked team in the state, the Griffins of Lincoln Way East, entertain the 7-1 Bolingbrook Raiders. And a very pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lincoln Way East alongside former Northwestern Wildcat and Evanston Wildcat, Don Johnson. I'm Mark Kruger. We're glad to have you with us for our CN100 Game of the Week. Cameron Smith, our sideline reporter, we'll check in with him in just a couple of moments. But Don, let's talk about these Raiders. 7-1, their only blemish coming in week 4 to Homewood Flossmoor. Coach Ivlo through the years has always been blessed with a lot of speed and quickness, and this year is no exception.
Yeah, well, they're going to have their hands full. They're going up against the defending state champion Lincoln Way team, and they're going to have the pressure's going to be on their quarterback, really, Devin Suggs, the junior. We're going to see what he's all about. Came over from Homewood Flossmoor. We'll see what kind of poise he brings to this game. He's going to face a stout defense up front. They're going to try to make them one-dimensional. We know they can run the football. They got a two-headed monster in Anthony Williams, and Quentin Pringle is one of the best runners in the state. So what they want to do is try to show balance if they're going to come out here and challenge the defending state champion.
Of course, the Griffins trying to repeat in Class 8A as state champions. They are averaging 48 points per game. A win tonight, and they win the conference outright, and it would also be their 6th season in the school's history of going through the regular season undefeated.
Their defense has only allowed 56 points from opponents, and the next closest team would be the team they're playing tonight at 80. So there's a differential there of 24. So somehow they're going to have to make that up. And the way they can do that is they're going to have to come up, tackle well in the open field, take some chances, get some takeaways defensively, not make a lot of errors offensively, take advantage of them deep. They're going to have to throw the football on play action, as I mentioned. Lincoln Way East, they've got balance in all positions. They've got speed, and they always do all phases of the game well. That's the trademark of a Rob Zavoner team.
Marist number 3, Oswego number 4.
I like that Oswego team.
Homewood Flossmoor number 5. As Bolts is going to go to the air, and he's going to get sacked back at the 45-yard line. First sack of the night for Deshaun Walker and the Raiders. For Walker, his 2nd sack of the season.
Sean, get some excitement. Watch 52 coming to your screen right here. Good looking tackle, and his teammates get fired up about that. It's something that they can cheer about defensively.
A couple of nice defensive plays here by the Raiders. A 3rd down and 19 situation here for the Griffins from their own 47. Bolts looking deeper across the middle, and it's intercepted. Cameron Mitchell with the pick across the 40, midfield, 45, tackled at the 44, Mitchell's 3rd pick of the season. 31 yards on the return after the pick by Mitchell, and with 39 seconds left, The Raiders are in business.
Now here, he's looking at his first option and decides to go deep on the slant. Ball's a little bit behind, but Mitchell does a good job of catching up to Johnson, and then he becomes a runner. He becomes offensive, and he gets a good chunk of yard. You're looking at the quarterback here, watch him looking downfield, and you can see how quickly he closed on the ball, and that's probably why he's going to the Big Ten.
Yeah, wow, what a great play, great instincts. Lincoln Way East High School taking on the Raiders of Bolingbrook. Up the middle running, this is the biggest play of the game. Corbett takes it all the way to the 42-yard line. Jordan Corbett, the 5'9 senior, who has played in only 5 games coming into tonight, takes it for 44 yards.
Well, Jordan hits the seam, and then it's just a track meet here, and he just sprints to the open area and makes the best out of a big chunk of run. A good way to start the second half.
You bet. I was just going to say, what a way to start the third quarter. Week number 9, Lincoln Way East shutting out Bolingbrook 17-0. Bolts is going to look to pass. Pressure from Armstrong across the middle, and what a catch! He came away with it. What a catch by Chase Anderson. The 6'4 senior laid out and came away with it. Look at this, Don.
Well, he runs a really nice route, and he just lets it fly here. Chase gets a chance to look at it. It's a great hands catch. There's a little play action. And 43 yards over the top. Nice catch.
Wow. Boy, Rob Zvonar has really done an unbelievable job here at Lincoln Way East. Bolts going to the air, a little play action. Boy, he had some pressure. Completion, touchdown, Jackson Ritter. 27 yards this time from Jack Bolts to Jackson Ritter. And Don Bolts, under heavy pressure, stayed in the pocket and delivered the strike.
Well, I like what he did was, you're going to see it on the replay, he pump faked. He pump faked, they got the defender to come up, and that made a little separation. Here's the pump fake right here, boom, and then he puts the ball on the outside shoulder, Ritter, easy money. And that's Ritter's second touchdown catch tonight.
It is. Ritter had 2 touchdown catches last week, 2 more touchdown catches here tonight.
To view this exclusive Xfinity TV programming in its entirety, check the CN100 schedule for a list of airtimes, or view this program anytime on demand by selecting Get Local and choosing CN100. For Xfinity X1 customers, scroll over to Xfinity Services and select Get Local.